Hey, good morning, guys. What you're seeing here is a video that I did yesterday. I really thought I was going to put this at the end of the video, but then I ended up putting a carousel of Kurtis Rykovich's art prints that are available. So please take a look at that. What I did yesterday was I was playing with the pink putty, the new putty, and it just was, it just never really worked properly from the time I took it from the first time, but I kept giving it another chance. Here I'm just, I'm showing you how I use my Dreamer Design pen that comes with every Dreamer Design kit, has a cone tip, and I'm using it with a little bit of water because I could not pick up AB drills at all with this pink putty. There's absolutely a difference between the pink and the blue. And I know the pink is pretty. I just don't want to see you get as frustrated as I'm getting. The drills were sticking in the putty. They weren't coming off. And I had putty all over the canvas. It was just really a disaster. And then to add to it, I picked up one of my drill containers and I had two colors mixed together, but my Diamond Painting Anonymous tray that has that grid worked so nicely because there's single grids in there, and I was able to see the difference between a very dark chocolate brown and almost like a lighter brown, but not too much lighter. But that little tray came in handy. And like I said, I thought I was going to put this at the end of the video to just show you what the dilemma was. This was originally a 45-minute video, and I had cut it down to like 15 minutes. And I just never even put it up yesterday. I was like, forget about it. I'm just going to add to it today. But today was a brand new day, and I didn't want to add to it. I just wanted to show you the outtakes here. And there it is. It's over. It's finally over. And so let's just get into Thursday, shall we? Oh, wait a minute. I did use my brush. I wet it, my nail brush, and I used it. I gave my canvas, I had to give it a really good scrub to get that putty up. And I really scrubbed that canvas. So don't be afraid of your drills. Once they make contact, they make a seal. So if you drop a drill and you think you're going to push it into place, please don't push. It's like a rubber band. It just springs back. But I gave it a good scrubbing, and I was able to get little pieces of putty up off my canvas. And that's pretty much the story. I don't know if it's if you're gonna just see me keep scrubbing this area here. I should really put a timestamp of where Thursday begins if you start to get stressed out and get anxiety. Like I was just in anxiety yesterday with this canvas. I put some water into my drill tray, and I'm really going at it with the water and the brush, and I'm getting up all those little glue pieces that were just driving me nuts and literally gave me a migraine yesterday. I couldn't do anything yesterday. After I got done with this canvas, I was supposed to go out with John. I was in the car. He was like, "You don't look good. Go back inside." So here comes Thursday. Thank God. Hold on. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Elisa Maria Designs. I am Elisa Maria. Welcome back if you're back. Welcome if you are new. I'm wrestling with a cat right now. Troublemaking cat. It is Thursday. Okay. So yesterday I did videotape yesterday. I videotaped for like 45 minutes. And then when I went to go edit, I just erased everything because I was so shook from this putty. I love ArtDot and I love the putty. You know I love the putty, but there's a difference between the pink and the blue. This is very gummy. It's very stringy. I don't know what's going on, and I noticed it the first time that I opened up the container. So I cut down my 45-minute video to about 12 minutes, and I was like, I'm exhausted. I can't do anymore. It's brand new. I mean, I have a tiny little piece here, and I was like, you know what? Let me go over to ArtDot and see what the reviews have been on this. And everybody's like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. But only one person said it's kind of weird. And I was like, yeah. And I feel bad for anyone that uses this new one. And I know all you chicks, you go out for the pink. I bought the pink tray, so I went and got this. And I, wanted it to match with my pink pen. I get it. Get the blue. Get the blue. The blue is so much more superior than the pink. It just is. And you guys that have been with me know that I had this theory about wax, about the different color waxes that come in the diamond painting kit. Some of them are red, some of them are blue, some of them are purple, some of them are yellow. And I'm like, nothing is as sturdy as the red wax. Is it me? But the blue one, I remember saying when I was in beginning diamond painter, if you get this blue wax, just throw it away. You know, I was such a pro. Throw it out. But no, don't throw it away, because it's actually good for your delicate, you're more like maybe your AB drills or kind of specialty drills that you have, because it doesn't have a lot of grip to it, but it's not going to stick to your AB drills. So, I mean, if that's what you have, then use it, you know, use it, but you'll know what to use it for. Okay, let me show you what we're working on today. Well, what I was working on yesterday. Oh, you know what? I want to use my back camera. So I'm going to switch everything around. I feel like you guys get a much better view when I use the back camera than the front camera. I use the front camera just to say hello and everything. So I was working on Chosen, and I remember saying last night when I was editing, or yesterday afternoon when I was editing, I'm going to give you guys, you know, a peek at what's going on with Chosen, and how well Ivan Valakovic is coming out. Like, I had see, this is what happens when I plan. You guys all laugh. I don't plan. I plan to like talk about the astronauts the day after. I was so excited when they were coming into the Earth's atmosphere. I was so excited. I was like, I gotta get done. I want to see the astronauts touch down. And I was like, we're gonna have a talk tomorrow about just space. I mean, I've always been a space girl. I love, I don't want to go there. I maybe it's because it's such a fear. I can't imagine being that far from Earth. Sometimes I can't walk around the block, but from anxiety. But I was so excited. I was like, the next day we're going to be talking about space. Yeah, okay. Didn't happen because I make plans. I can't make plans. I just got to fly by the seat of my pants. But I did have a little, moment with my trays. Yeah, these things. And I was telling you guys to check out Firefly because they do end of the roll. This was an end of the roll, and this was an end of the roll. And I had my big purple one here. That was an end of the roll. And I'm telling you, I got like 3 trays for like $20. It was ridiculous. Look how high the wall is on this. It's amazing. So I love my tray bricks. I do. But then I also like my Diamond Painting Anonymous that you're going to see saved my life when I was doing yesterday's filming. This saved my life yesterday. And it was because, you know, we keep doing these things. Like, I got the tray bricks. I will tell you one thing I love about the tray bricks. I love with the tray bricks is that you open up the tray brick, your colors are there, you close the tray brick, you're not mixing any colors up. I think that that is a huge plus for those of us like myself that's not always paying attention. And I go and put, oh, is this open already? No. Is it? No. And I go and put, you know, my drills back in the wrong container. I mean, come on. Terrible. This is, this poor canvas, it's like she had a stroke. I'm not kidding you. I keep this piece of washi tape on the top of my plastic, because if you go to put this back, if you take this off and go to put it back and you put it back the wrong way, you're not getting it off of here. I can tell you how to get paper off a canvas. I can't tell you how to get plastic that goes on the wrong way. It is impossible. You're just ripping all the glue up. So I thought today would be fun, being that I went and got my blue putty. I thought today would be fun because I love my blue. Oh, look, I'm still dealing with this. I love my blue putty, and I am going to use it to put AB drills in. I'm like kind of jumping all over this canvas. I still have to turn you guys around a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I'm kind of jumping all over this canvas because I was diamond painting when this came in. This is a 2024 canvas. I didn't finish. Oh, look at that gunk in there. I was diamond painting just like on a TV table. I was having so much fun with her. She was so easy to diamond paint. You know, just the way that the drills were flowing. And, you know, I've never done that, diamond painted in front of the television on a TV tray. Oh, come on, pink wax. Terrible. So, and then I put her away. Other things happen. Now, this is all old and new putty, because when you take that putty out, you can mix it with new putty, and you could get another go at it, which is nice. And then you'll know when you have to change it, because it'll just be a pain. You'll be like, oh, what's the matter with this putty? Oh, it's got to be changed. It's been in there for 2 days. I mean, that's how good the blue one is. So what I do is I take it out and I give it a little roll. The heat of your hands helps. And I don't push my putty. I don't push my placer into my putty. I push my putty into my placer. I'm so happy to have my blue putty back. Hello. I left it downstairs, but today I ordered it from Amazon, and it is on sale for $6.99 on Amazon. $6.99 for the blue one. They're probably trying to phase it out because everybody's going crazy for the purple and the pink. Now, I didn't try the purple yet, and I have no intention of trying the purple. I just don't want to I don't want to have too many things around. Like, I could show it to you, like, oh, here's the new purple. Look how pretty. But, then I'm stuck with it. Now, the pink, I was like, what am I going to do with this? Now, I went to the ArtDot website, and ArtDot is like, oh, this is a multiple of uses. You can use it as like, you want to tack something down to your table. You can use it that way. You want to tack up pictures. You can use it that way. I'm like, okay. I mean, I have my Quake putty. If you're telling me I can use it like Quake putty, okay. So what I was finding, and you're going to see it in the video earlier that I did yesterday, because that's the first 12 minutes of this video. This is just an add-on because I'm getting ready to, I want to close this video out, and I actually have blue putty in there, so I'm going to actually put more in there. You're going to see all the problems that I was having with the pink putty yesterday. It just would not behave. My drills were not coming detached from the placer. I'm like, this is terrible, and it's causing me such anxiety. But I'm always walking up and down the steps, up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm like, I'm not going up and down the steps anymore. I'm done. So I'm going to use my star, or I could fill all my pens. What is that on there? Is that something? Let me see here. And then the other thing was the way that my 45 minutes ended. Oh my God, there was pink putty on the tip of this, and now it's stuck to my canvas. I'm telling you, it's like I need to sage this room. I need to have an exorcism, because this pink putty, it touched the canvas and I couldn't get it off. And I was trying to help you guys. Like, if you're going through this, maybe try this, maybe try that. I was taking every tool that I had out in my art room to grab this putty, and I couldn't get it. And I can't find my cuticle nippers. They were in here. I think I have one of these cats that steals things and then moves them to other places. He has been so bad lately. I know you guys all love Foofy, but when I was having my stroke over here with the pink putty, he came in and he tore this end of the canvas. You see how it's all ripped? He tore a piece of washi tape and he went running. I'm like, you're going to die. You're going to die. He literally ran off with a huge piece of washi tape and ate it. He ran down the steps eating it. I'm like, you're going to die. And then I told you, well, I'm going to tell you again because I told you in the beginning, but he ran down, I was videotaping and I had a spill. And I'm like, oh, guys, I had a spill. I went to go suck it up in front of you and show you how I do it so you can save your drills. And then you can use them because they're clean, because I do it with the vacuum. And then I was like, my vacuum was dead and I had to plug it in. And when I went back, I was like, I have a couple minutes left in this video where I can do an outro, and I'll do an outro with picking up the drills. And I went to go look for the drills. They were gone. I'm like, where are the drills? Why are the drills not here on the floor? Why? Because he ate them. I think I need to turn you guys around the other side. Yeah, he ate the drills. He ate the drills off the floor, and then he ran off with that washi tape. I'm like, do I take him to the vet now? I mean, he's doing crazy things. I just want to get you a little bit more where I'm at here. Okay. Did I just fling one of my? No. Okay. Yeah. So he's been really bad. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's and then yesterday, John went and got, we've been trying to get like new TVs in the house. And so we got our tax return, and John's like, we can go get that big TV. And I'm like, yoo-hoo, let's go. And he said he was only going to go look. I had a splitting migraine yesterday. I got into the car to go with him, and I was like, John, I don't think I'm going to make it. He's like, Con, you don't look good. Go inside. So I think it was like being St. Joseph's Day and my dad. I'm just going through it anymore. Like, see that putty just stuck there a little bit, but you see how there's no blue on there? You'll see in the beginning of the video how the pink just wouldn't let go of the drill, and then it got on the canvas and I couldn't get it up. Please spare yourself the pain of getting the pink. I love you, ArtDot, but I speak the truth here. I don't want to see my subscribers go, and I'm picking up AB drills. No problem. No problem at all. No problem. So I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get this out to you guys. I have been following the astronauts. I did see them get off out of this shuttle. And, just reading about how, this long journey that they have, because they've entered Earth's atmosphere after being out there for, like, what was it, 6 months? I'm hearing all different reports, 9, 10 months. I think they were out there from June. And, just they got, the first time I got on a cruise, I got off the ship and I twisted my ankle. I couldn't wait to get off the ship. It was a long cruise. It was like maybe 10 days. And, I felt like Christopher Columbus looking for land. I was like, when are we going to hit land? We left out of New York, and, I left out of New York. And I just was like, oh, this is nice. I was doing yoga and all, but we hit rough seas when we left New York. And you know why we hit rough seas? Because one of the employees on the ship, now this was the first time I didn't cruise. I love Norwegian Dawn. I love Norwegian Cruise Line. And I this time went with, I think, Carnival. And I'm like, why am I doing a Carnival cruise? I don't know. I've heard so much about Carnival. I'm not a young girl where I want to go and like party and stuff like that. That's not my thing. And I didn't want to be like either, with like young, like I raised my kids. I love kids. I do. But I don't want to be on a ship with you. I really don't. Because the one time I was on a ship, the one time I finally got away after working for 7 years straight and being like, I need to take a vacation. It's 7 years now. It was establishing my restaurant and everything else. And even my staff was like, don't worry about a thing. We got it. I'm like, I hope he's got it. You've been here long enough. And you can't call me. So, you better have it. This is another pen that I like. This is my Diamond Art Club pen with the cone tip. I don't put anything in there, and I only pick up with water. So I'll show you how I do that too. So I just spray some in like a little tray, some water. Or you could spray it right on your plastic if you still have some covering this. I don't. And then I just dip in water. Am I in the shot? Yeah. I dip in water. And I'm able to pick up my drills. You might pick up more than one because of the water. Let's get a better one here. And look. And if you're in a climate that's changing weather, and you're starting to realize now it's getting a little bit warmer, and maybe your wax and your putty are acting differently, I diamond painted through a heat wave with just this pen. But yeah, I went on my first cruise, and it was loaded with kids that even the staff was like, we are outnumbered. We're outnumbered. He said we're outnumbered like 3 kids to 1 adult. I was like, after 7 years of not having a vacation, this was just like torturous for me. I was just like, and the kids are everywhere. That they're like, they have all these kid sections and party and like kiddie pools and stuff. They're like in the spa. I'm like, why are there kids in the spa? And I think this was the Carnival cruise. Was this Carnival? Like I like Norwegian Dawn. That's my ship. I like that ship. I know that ship very well. But the first time I took a cruise, like you don't have your sea legs. You just don't. And we left rough waters. We left in a storm, believe it or not, like first timer, right? We left in a storm because one of the people that worked on the boat didn't come back. They jumped ship, literally. They jumped ship, and we had a time, we were late pulling out of the dock, pulling out of the what am I trying to say? Where the cruises take off at, and it was because, they have to call, they have to report it, the employee's missing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't believe this. And then we left in really, really rough water, and they were like, get in the pool. I'm like, get in the pool. We're still like, it's not warm enough to get in the pool. I'm leaving New York like in February. And they said that if you felt sick, you should get in the pool because the motion of the water, the motion of the boat, I don't even think that was safe. Again, this was not my cruise line that I took all the time. I didn't feel that was safe. And then people are like drinking, and they're they're really letting it go because they're on vacation, and they start from the time they get on the boat. And I'm not a heavy drinker like that. I don't mind if you drink. But, some of us are here for R&R. All right. I think it's the angle that I'm diamond painting. I'm having a little bit of an issue. So yeah, I said this morning to John, he already went swimming. He was swimming at 5 o'clock this morning. So he went swimming. He did 20, I think he said he did 20 laps in a half an hour. Like, he's getting good. He's getting real good. And I said, well, I think the best thing for me to do is I'm going to take a class with my, one of my teachers, one of my mentors, Felicia. I'm going to take a class with her. Do you want to take it with me? Because he hasn't been walking. He hurt his foot. You know how it goes. You start to get in shape, and then all of a sudden, that's always been my experience. I'm like, I'm on the top of my game, and then I got a problem. So we went to the doctors with him, and I don't like the way, like, I worked for an orthopedic surgeon. So my first thing was, I was like, let me see your shoes. And I could see like the way where his weight is bearing based on how the sole of the shoe, the heel of the shoe is worn. So he turns in a little bit. And he's like, well, I have orthotics. I'm like, well, why don't you put them in your shoes? But he's walking down the lakes, and there's a lot of construction down there. They're building that area up, and that's where I broke my ankle, because I had to get on the slide. Like, I was, 5 years old. And not the slide. I was like on that thing that you spin around and around and around and around and around. I was just like letting it go. I was like, yeah, faster, faster. And then I went to go stop it with my foot. Oh no, I was on the swing. I stopped the swing with my foot. My husband's like, what made you stop? I'm like, I don't know. That's the way we used to stop the swing. We didn't stop it. Now everything is rubber. So when I put my foot down, my foot bounced back. And I keep saying I broke my ankle. I broke my tibia. That was fun. That was fun. Because I don't like people waiting on me or helping me, or like, I'm like, I'll do it while I'm crying the whole time. I got it. Here comes Johnny. I'm filming, just so you know. Okay. So, yeah, he got up. I woke up to coffee this morning, and that was nice. Look at how pretty this is. I mean, come on. This is Kurtis, and you know what I'm going to do? Because this is what I wanted to do yesterday. I wanted to show you guys. I went to his site that's called the Art of Kurtis Rykovich. And you can get his paintings that he does. I don't know how this man paints the way that he does. I am telling you. I've read, well, who could I say, like, because I read about so many artists, like, where they just get up and they start painting. This is what they do. They just start painting. That's their day. They get up, they get their coffee, their shower, they get dressed, they walk their dogs, whatever, take care of their kids, whatever. And then they start painting. So you know, I'm like this, but like, he's got a very lovely husband that keeps him, you know, like, come on, you need to take a break and all. But the amount of work that he is cranking out is just unbelievable. It just really is. Pick your drills up. Don't try and push them, because they make contact, and when they make contact, they form a seal. Even if it was just a light drop, they really do. And you'll see too, when I was cleaning up my canvas and I was using my nail brush earlier in yesterday's video, I was really scrubbing this canvas, and I used a little bit of water in my tray, and I used my nail brush, and I was really scrubbing, and none of my drills got lost. None of them came loose. So really good quality glue. At least this is a Dreamer design. But I went on his the Art of Kurtis Rykovich, and you could buy prints of his very reasonably, like $25. And he has other things that he makes that oh, nice crunch, that you can get. And his work, like, I know, like this is probably what I would say, this is like a beautiful face with a butterfly called chosen. Okay, so and you could hear the story behind it too. And the story is that the butterfly, like this delicate creature, chose you to land on. And he has a series of girls with butterflies. And I even found a few more. Now, I'm on the wait list, because now it says archived on Dreamer Design. I'm on the wait list for Sacred Heart. I want that one so badly. I didn't want it in the beginning. I was like, why did he have to tattoo her face and everything else? Blah, blah, blah. But when I started to read about Kurtis, I was like, I get it now. I get it. And, oh, her lips are still covered. Okay, let's go back up here. I love that canvas, and I'm like, if I get her as a print, I don't think I'm going to get her as a diamond painting, because I just want her in my art room, and I really want her as a diamond painting. But he has beautiful diamond paintings, and to me, they look like celebrities. Like, there's one that looks like Gwyneth Paltrow. To me, one looks like Shakira. One looks like Sarah Jessica Parker. Their faces, like you'd be like, oh, that's a very recognizable face. But he had another one, I think it was called unfurled, and her face is beautiful. And what other one did I just see of his? You know, it's just like, you have to keep checking up on these artists, because they always have new stuff hitting their social media, you know, or maybe you didn't catch it the first time. So I'm going to like drop those. I actually copied all the links, and I'm going to drop them in for you guys if you're interested in looking at, you know, just some of his other artwork, or maybe even to just get an understanding of who he is as an artist, which I think is fun. Yeah, he's like in a mall too, near where he lives. So he is you know, usually set up at a kiosk where he's meeting people and they're buying his stuff. And I'm like, I said to John, if we ever make it like out towards Arizona, you know, this is going to be a pit stop for us. I'm going. He's on my list. I want to meet him. And I think sometimes he's like in Nevada. And my girlfriend's in Nevada. She was here in Philly, but she designs uniforms for the casinos, and they were like, we need you out here. So she had you know, she's a transplant now. She went to Nevada. How much time do I got? Oh, I gotta make my yoga class, but I want to get this juicy part done right here. I have time. What did Buddha say? That's the problem. You think you have time? But then, you know, the time is now. If not now, when? Don't let me get started on my time quotes. This is, I love that this whole part of her face is going to be ABs, and I need to get my extra ones out. Where are you? AB08. Here we go. I also yesterday came up with, somebody said to me, how do you put your drills back in, oh, where was it? I think it was Barbara that said, how do you, I just got my tray bricks, how do you put them back in the baggies when you're done with them? Well, I would imagine that you don't have that many left over because you've diamond painted with them, you know, in this storage tray. But, you know, because the tray bricks don't have a hole in them. They don't have a spout. So I was like, yeah, that is a bummer. I know the ones that I get from Diamond Art Emporium. And in fact, you know, if you order a toolkit, Ren is going to give you like a tray brick, but it's the one with the butterflies on it. I think that that's a popular brand. I've seen them like on Temu. And, you know, when I see stuff like on Temu that I can see like on, you know, like on Amazon being sold, I'm like, uh-oh. But those ones have a spout. They have a spout to get the drills out, and even though they're made like a tray brick too. So yeah, I was like, yeah, that's kind of odd that they don't have a spout to take them out. And so what I do is I push my drills in the tray brick all the way to the front with my aligner, and I kind of get them all as much to the front as I can, and then tilt them over to the side, and I use a funnel. But I don't like silicone funnels. Silicone funnels and drills just don't go. The drills stick to the silicone. So go to the dollar store, get yourself a nice funnel. They even sell them like in multiple sizes and stuff. So take one for your kitchen. These are so pretty. I always loved Dreamer Designs AB drills. I mean, they're not like, this is 08. And, you know, usually they're like white. There's some white ones probably that didn't get a coating. And I don't care about that. I'll leave that like as it is. I think it adds some, you know, interest to it. But these are so pretty. They're like opalescent. And then I was thinking last night, now you guys know I was a rubber stamper, and I had gotten stamps for my art journal. And when they came in, I was like, oh, this is such a, these are, I'm going to use these in my diamond painting journal too. And I was like, I can use this as like a color code kind of a thing. So I'll show you that, because I was like, you know, when, I think it was Barbara that was asking me this question. If it's not, please, I'm sorry. But I'm like, you know, I'm saving all these drills. What am I saving them for? Like, I'll save my AB drills or my nicer drills. You know, you don't want to run out of those, and they're special. But like the ones that I got from like Make Market when I was doing the cards and all, you know, I'm sure if I lose a red drill or a green drill, they're pretty common. I can, you know, get another one. I don't need to save like 1,000 of them, you know. But I've been trying to think about what to do with these extra drills other than just saying I'm done and tossing them. Because I know a few creators that do diamond painting, they're like, I don't save my drills, I throw them out. Okay. I mean, and even if you had one fall off, do you need that exact drill to be in there? Let me tell you, I've cheated sometimes when I don't have like a color. I'm like, listen, you're just going to be, if you're dark gray, if you're 3799 and I don't have you, you're going to be black now. That's just the way it's going to go. I did that once. And I was like, guess what? Nobody knows. Who's going to know? They're going to know. They're not going to know. That's that Instagram. I love that. And Lizette has a really funny song that she uses when it's like she goes to try something that doesn't work out. It's like a song that's like, no, 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 no. I was trying to catch up on my video watching yesterday, and I saw her say never before, and she's holding a canvas, and I'm like for her to say I am not working on this canvas, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. But I really need to check my time, but I'm having so much fun with these AB drills. So yeah, I came up with something to do with my drills, and I'm going to get that together. I'm still working on my male angel. I'm looking at different mediums because I don't want to take those drills off. But something's got to be done in that one area on him. And if you know, you know. And I am trying a few different mediums. I tried one and it looked really, really cool. And then it just kind of then looked dull when you did a larger section, like as a little bit of an enhancement, like in one, like if you just wanted to add a little something, something. But when I did a lot of it, then I just rubbed it all off. I was like, no, this is not working. I'm just trying to, you know, not have to take my drills off and replace them. I mean, I will, but that's a pain. You know, even with your cuticle nippers, that's a pain. Look at how pretty her face is coming out. And, you know, oh, I'm getting ready to dip in there. Okay. You know, AB drills working great with the putty, the ArtDot putty, working great with the blue ArtDot putty. I could pick up a lot. This is how I got, what's it called? Nordic Winter. There's a lot. They give you 3 bags of AB drills, white AB drills for that one. 3 bags, and they were packed. And I used every last one because that whole canvas is white AB drills. It's so pretty. I'll show you when I go to show you the other stuff because I have to stop. I actually do my yoga in this room, so I got to move everything out of the way, lay my mat out, and get my modalities out. My modalities, get my blocks and my blanket, and yeah, I'm doing the full Monty today. I'm getting so excited. I'm making mistakes. So, oh, it's on the plastic. That's why it didn't stick. Like, what do you want to use? So, like the ArtDot blue putty, blue, working fabulous. My AB drills not sticking to my canvas. Look, it doesn't come off of my canvas, and if it does, I can grab it with my cuticle nipper, which I will do. There's the phone. I wonder if that's my alarm. No, that sounds like the downstairs phone. All right, let me go put these last 3 in. Then I'm going to wrap up by showing you an update on Kurtis. And I will show you, what else did I want to show you? Oh, Nordic Winter. It's half hanging on my wall. I got to get another tack. Just one more. So again, you can use your blue putty. You can use your pen that comes with your Dreamer design. A little bit of water. Pick up. Put down. This is my trick for the summer when it gets hot and your wax is melting and your putty is getting stringy and it's terrible and you're just like, oh my God, what now? I need to diamond paint. I need to be somewhere cool and I need to diamond paint and relax. I'm going to do just one more. All right. That's it. Let's take a look at her. We'll take a look at Ivan. I'll show you Nordic Winter with all the AB drills. Okay, so here's what our chosen is looking like. Let's get a close up on those AB drills. Oh, she's so pretty. So pretty. And this is what I completed on my own. Do I have, oh yeah, I can't, I was getting ready to flip this over and it would have got stuck, but so pretty. That's what I got done. Now let's go over to Ivan. Ivan is looking fabulous. I have to move back. I'm doing like walking on a tightrope. Look at those globes. Look at the chest. The shine on the floor, the sunlight hitting the floor. It is just looking so pretty. I think I'm going to take him out tomorrow. Oh, and there's a nice chunk that's like 2 rows that are done over there. So I really love him. And I just pulled Nordic Winter off the wall because, you know, it's not hung up the right way. But these are everywhere that you see white is a white AB drill. Everywhere you see white is a white AB drill in the background. And these are red glass. They were pretty. They came with the kit. I would have liked to have gone to DP with sparklers, and I would have liked to have had, they have these long baguettes that kind of like what you see in Woman in Gold. I would have liked to have put the long baguettes in there. But this is so pretty. And this, if it looks funky to you, is glow in the dark. And you know what? I've never looked in here to see, like, oh, let me see my Nordic Winter. What does it look like? Glow in the dark. But really, really pretty canvas. Round drills. I love the baby blue and the gray. Very pretty. Really a sweet little canvas to do. But you're going to need your blue ArtDot putty to lay down all these AB drills. But really a sweet canvas. So that's it for me. I am getting ready to clear out this room. I got like 5 minutes to 5 minutes to do it, and throw a yoga mat down and do some yoga. And maybe one day you'll join me. Felicia is every Thursday. She does it on a Zoom. Oof. And she was my teacher. And I haven't seen or gotten into, I haven't done a yoga class with a teacher for a while. So I'm looking forward to like just letting my mind be free and not have to worry about you know, teaching myself. So I will see you, as always, in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye.